It's so gross out here. It's only gonna get worse. And I have a hole in my boot. Hey guys, wanna come out? Come on, pigs. Come on, pigs. Here we go. Let's borrow. You be nice. Come on, little pigs. Come on out. Come on out. Good job, Dinah. Come on. There you go. Good pig. Good. That one's cute. So I kind of, hopefully you guys can hear me. It's a little windy out and rainy out today. I kind of kicked myself in the butt for a decision that I made in the fall that made sense in the fall. It didn't make sense now because life changed a bit for us for the good. I think I'm really excited about it. But I sold all of my fall feeder piglets because we had decided we stopped selling pork cuts like 4 years ago, and we had recently decided that we were done selling halves and wholes. So we were just going to sell piglets and raise our own pork because piglets is an easy market. And then we got in touch with this awesome website and these awesome people, and we'll do a whole video about that when we get closer to having that available to you guys. For sales direct to consumer, via pickup at our farm, via shipping, all the great things. And so now we're going to sell cuts of pork again, which means we did not have enough of our own feeder pigs on hand to fill in the gaps because our spring feeder piglets will not be ready until January. So I've got like a whole bunch of gaps to fill in here. Boys. God, pigs are always like tussling. I needed to find feeder pigs. I didn't want to just bring in any feeder pigs because I don't want my pastures dug up. And we sell Idaho pasture pig pork, so I kind of wanted to stay with that as much as possible. But we are one of 2 breeders in the state of Maine, so that was going to be a struggle to find them here, especially this time of year. And I needed started ones that could fill in those gaps. So we ended up going to New Hampshire and Vermont yesterday on Saturday. Hi, baby. Hi, new pig. How are you? The new pigs are so sweet. I love them. To pick up some started pigs. We got some that will be ready to go in April, so that will put us selling meat again in May, which is really exciting. And we got some that will be ready in September. The 4 little ones that go in September are actually manga IPP crosses, so they're not full IPP, and I might put them down in the wood line in a couple of weeks so that they don't dig up the pastures, but it's still a nice heritage meat. So it was what I could find available, so it's what we went with. And we got to meet this really awesome lady. Her name is Carrie, and she's actually was on our list for breeding gilt from us this spring, so this spring she'll get to come up here and see our place. So that was pretty cool. So I sold all my pigs and then had to go buy pigs. Welcome to farming and life decisions. Good morning. You're not gonna say good morning? No? Hey, I'm talking to you. Well, Mama Rabbit here, our New Zealand doe, was having problems for a few days now. She wasn't eating a lot. She wasn't drinking a lot. We tried a few different things. And unfortunately it didn't work. I think maybe old age was a factor too. I'm not sure how old she was, but she was a darn good rabbit to have in our meat program. It's too bad, but it's how it is on the farm. You lose them eventually, especially if they hang around for a while. Alright, it is Monday morning now, and I have a task to do. I need to get all the freezer contents and items organized because we have another pig to butcher, and we have 1.5. We technically have 3 cows coming back next Friday. We go pick that up. I'll take you guys with us to do that. Some of it will go to my grandparents' house because they have like giant chest freezers over there. And so we'll store a lot of the ground beef over there. But a lot of it, especially like the steak cuts, is going to come here. So we actually went out yesterday and got 2 new freezers. These are the 2 new ones. New. We almost hardly ever buy appliances like freezers brand new. You just don't have to. I mean, this little one, he barely used it. He's had it for 3 years. It's spent most of its time unplugged in his garage. So basically it's brand new, and we got it for a fraction of the price of a new one. That one's a little older, but still not very old. It's amazing condition, nice and clean on the inside, works great. So we went and got these 2. We found them both right in the same town that we live in, which was really exciting. So we went and gathered both of them within like 30 minutes, had them back home, cleaned up this part of the garage behind me, put them here. I have one behind you guys that struggles. You'll probably hear it start beeping soon here. So that one, for some reason, it always thinks the door is open unless we like secure the door like really, really hard. Like right now we have a ratchet strap around it because the door is closed, but like the computer thinks that it's not, and it beeps 24/7. We also had issues with this one where I just had it unplugged. I just plugged it back in like an hour ago, so it's working on cooling down because it needed to be defrosted. It needed to be allowed to thaw out and all of the ice melt out of it. So we've just had a couple problems with that one, which is really too bad because it's our biggest stand-up freezer. So ideally that would be the one that works the best, but it doesn't. So it is what it is. We have 5 total freezers. We have these 3, and then we have another small chest freezer out on the porch right now that has all of our pork from our boar that we culled, that you guys saw in a previous video. And we have another larger stand-up freezer down in the pantry that works great. That one works awesome, and that one's in the house. So 5 total. I'm going to, for now, so that we can really focus on moving through our freezer stuff, I'm going to separate them by sausage, ground beef, pork, beef, and miscellaneous. Now, the one that gives us the issues is going to be the miscellaneous one because that's going to have like the least valuable items in it. And then what will have to happen is I'm going to need these 2 newer, nice clean freezers for sale meat when we start selling cuts of pork again in May. So by the time May comes around, I'll just have all of our personal freezer stuff secluded down to 3 freezers, which shouldn't be a problem at all. The only reason I'm really sorting them out today into 5 freezers when I could probably use just the 3 is because I really want to make sure that we are rotating through our freezer stuff. We have a lot of stuff on hand right now, and it just needs to be used up, especially with the beef coming in. Yeah, so it thinks the door is open. I undid the ratchet strap so that I could clean it, so it could defrost, so I could clean it this morning, and it's still undone, so it thinks the door is open, so it's going to beep at us. Move through a lot of our miscellaneous stuff, move it through the freeze dryer, which, by the way, we got a freeze dryer. It just came in on Friday, so 3 days ago, and we've been running it all weekend because a lot of this fruits and vegetables and stuff like that, we'd like to get through the freeze dryer and out of this freezer. That's always throwing a fit, because ideally we'd get rid of this freezer and get another good one for sale meat before May. So we are trying to move through a lot of this in the freeze dryer as quickly as we can. This Paul actually said he was going to cook for us this weekend. We totally forgot about it. When I was cleaning out the freezers, I found it. So these, it's hard to see. We packaged them kind of crappy, but these are actually partridge, wild partridge that we hunted on our annual bird hunt. We like to go north and hunt partridge a couple times every season. Our season up here is in October, and we got 7 of them our last trip up there, which is the most we've ever gone all at one time. And it was a really crappy year for partridge last year because we got so much rain. But we were able to find like this really heavy mushroom patch, and they were everywhere in there. And we pulled like 7 or 8 out of just one area, which was our daily bag limit. So we went home for the day after that. You're allowed 4 each per day. Sometimes that changes, the numbers vary. But so I'm pretty excited to have these this weekend. Stuff like this, I want to go through before summer when we start putting fresh produce in the freezer. This is just apple pie mix. We prefer it frozen rather than canned. So I'll probably make a dessert with that like next week. Hi, Choo Choo. Hi, baby. Hi. My livestock guardian dog was looking at me through the garage window saying good morning. Speaking of weather, I was looking at my Facebook memories for today last year, and we had a 1.5 foot snowstorm on the ground today last year. Today, this year, there's not an ounce of snow to be seen, and it is 53 degrees or 43 degrees today. It'll be 53 tomorrow, but 43 degrees and sunny with no snow in sight. A lot of rain in our future, which we are definitely tired of, but I guess it could be worse. I guess we could be on fire like other states, and so I'm grateful that we get too much rain rather than not enough sometimes. These are little, I used like little silicone molds, and I made little like cold and flu tea pucks. They were like organic lemon, whole ginger, cayenne pepper, honey, and maybe like one other thing, maybe some turmeric. Anyways, you add that to a cup of hot tea, and then you add in a little more honey or some cream. It's just a nice, refreshing cold and flu tea to have. I've been working on it. This bag was full, so I've been working on it all winter, and I will be out by the time summertime comes around. Venison sausage. We have a ton of that. We always harvest 4 to 5 deer every year. Always a ton of venison to get us through the winter, which is nice. This is about 70% venison and 30% of our pork. So kind of try to show you guys real quick what I'm doing in here in this miscellaneous freezer. So I've got venison, poultry, rabbits, seafood. Okay, so this is rabbit thighs. Convenience. So right now we've got our French fries that we get from Azure Standard and some pasta. Fruit drawer. I guess the apple pie mix could probably go on the convenience shelf too. And then vegetables down there. And then I've just got some miscellaneous stuff over here. This is mozzarella cheese, also from Azure Standard, that we sliced and we keep papered in the freezer. That is a home cured and smoked ham, and it is delicious. Well, I didn't get it all done today, but I did get quite a bit done. I have to get ready to go into work now. But thank you guys for stopping by for this video. Thank you for commenting so much lately and interacting with me. I love it. I can't wait to see you guys next time. Happy homesteading and happy almost spring.